Very good morning. That props complete example. Got some examples, huh? Yeah, no problem. Not getting all. Hey, use callback, use memo. Anyone done? Use callback and use memo. Saturday. చెప్పిందా కొంచెం అయిందా use memo completed. You have the clarity. You can explain. Okay, use memo ఇంకా use callback. What about use callback? See guys, use memo is there and use callback is there. That's fine. Tomorrow you'll go with the use memo and what? Use callbacks. Now let me take the file. Yeah. The topic is like, DOM. What is a DOM, guys? Tell me. What is the DOM? What is a DOM? So doc means what? You can say like document object. Yeah, document object model. That is like DOM, guys. Document object model. We go for the document object model. So you're writing HTML code, basic HTML code. What HTML code tell me? HTML and HTML opening and what? HTML closing. And HTML contains HTML opening and what? HTML closing. See, that are like, elements we are saying in HTML. HTML element is there. HTML contains sub elements are what? Head opening and what? Head closing. Head opening and what? Head closing. Head contains what? Title. Title something like you can write the welcome, close the title tag. HTML contains head and the second tag is what? Body. Body opening and what? Body closing. See guys, in the body you can take HTML, something like Ratan's classes, close the H1 tag and you can take the paragraph. Paragraph is what? Welcome to Satya tag. This is like, we have the HTML basic code. See guys, the HTML basic code, what are the elements we have? We have the elements like, what are the elements here? We have the elements like, what are the HTML here? HTML element is there, head element is there, title is there, body is there, H1. Generally, we are saying the tags, but real time we are saying elements. You are saying tags, or we can say like what? Elements also not a problem. HTML is a tag or HTML element. HTML element and what? Head element and title element and tell me here, body element and H1 element and paragraph element. These all are what? Elements. See how many you have the elements, guys. Every element is converted into the one object. Every element is converted into what? One. Like we have one element and multiple elements. Multiple elements means one object and multiple objects. Like group of objects, right? So HTML elements will be converted into the group of objects. HTML elements will be converted into what? Group of objects. Those all objects are calling it as a DOM. That is called as what? DOM. DOM is created by browser, guys. Browser will create a DOM. And every HTML element is converted into which format? Every HTML element is converted into the object format. Every HTML will convert into what format? Object. That is called what structure, guys? Here, DOM structure. See, if you open this DOM structure, let me copy this one, guys. Internet, we have the multiple websites to see the DOM structures. In internet, just you can type the concept like DOM visualizer. What the concept here? DOM. Yeah, DOM visualizer. We have one good website like OXD0 something like this. Yeah, multiple DOM visualizers are available. You can go for the 0xd word.github something like DOM visualizer. I'll open this one. Click on this one, guys. The browser is open. This is the DOM visualizer. So here you can say the input HTML below. Just you can place the HTML code what you written here. HTML head body like that. Go for click on the bottom side. We have the what such guys here visualize. Once if we click on the visualize, that elements will be converted into what? Elements are converted into what? Tree of object or multiple objects are. The tree of object that is called DOM structure. Just click on what? Visualize. If you click on the visualize, right side you can see that structure, right? This is called DOM structure, guys. So you can see the DOM structure, right? This is the DOM structure. The parent element is what? HTML. And the next one is what? Left side is what? HTML contains how many sub elements? Two sub elements. One is what? Head and what? Body. This is the head and body. Head contains what? Title. Body contains what? H1 tag and paragraph. In the paragraph also, if you take the span tag, just you can take the tag is what? Span tag, span opening and what? Span closing. Just you can click on the visualize. Just you can see the browser. Yeah, the paragraph contains what tag is here? Span. It means every element is converted into which format? Object format. Multiple elements means what? Multiple objects. Tree of objects is called what structure, guys? DOM structure. Right? That is called what object, guys? DOM. Generally, DOM is present in the browser side. DOM is there in what side? Browser side. That is called DOM, guys. For this DOM, the root object. Generally, here it is seeing what the root object HTML. But HTML also contains a parent object that is called document object. Object, yeah. That's what main dot. What is the React starting point? Main.jsx, what it is doing? Reading the app data, sending to HTML, right? In HTML, we are getting the root now. Document.getElement by ID. Sir, browser means what? Document. Browser means DOM. DOM parent is what? Browser contains what? DOM. Browser contains DOM parent is document. Browser means document object. Browser means what object? That is called tree of object, guys. That is called what? Document object, right? Exactly. Yeah, that is the DOM structure. That is what structure? Tell me. DOM structure, right? Exactly. See, guys, the DOM structure. Now come to the React. Come to the React. React, if you take the Amazon application, we have the 1,000 products, crores of products are. Crores of products we have. Hey, YouTube channel. YouTube Netherlands. Morning. రాత్రంతా యూట్యూబ్ మీద వర్క్ చేసుకుంటారు ఏం చేస్తాం ఎందుకు ఆడ చేస్తున్నాడు పెట్టినది తెలియదు ఏం చేస్తున్నారు ఏంటది DOM. See, tree of objects converted into the DOM structure. See, here you just hello world application, this much structure is generated. Assume that we have the Amazon application. Amazon application contains thousands of products or crores of products. Crores of products means crores of tags. One tag, crores of tags are. Crores of tags. Codes kadamma, codes. Codes. Crores of tags are there. What tags? What tags are? Hey, one leap by talking about the digital. Duraina. కనిపించలా ఆడేనా ఆడేనా గుడ్ పొద్దునంత తిరిగి వచ్చినట్టు ఆడు తగ్గింది అలాగే చెప్పి ఫైన్ గుడ్ హెడేకా గుడ్ అందుకని చెప్పా చదువుకోరా అని చదువుకుంటే హెడేక్లు ఉండవు ఏంద్రది DOM. What? See that Amazon application, Amazon contains crores of products. Crores of products means see the DOM structure. DOM is a big DOM, very big DOM. Very big DOM is coming, right? Exactly. If very big DOM is coming, very big DOM is coming. Yeah, big DOM will come. Small DOM, big DOM. Big DOM come. Browser side, we have the DOM. That is called, we can say, real DOM. Browser side, what the DOM we have? Real DOM. What DOM? Real. He is a real. What DOM is there in the browser side? Real DOM. React, you are clicking on the products component. Products will be loaded. Only clicking on the mobile products. Only what products are loaded? Mobile products are loaded. See, mobile products are loaded means browser side entire DOM reloading is good or not good? Entire DOM you don't reload. Only we have to reload what? Mobile. Reload what? Yeah. It means what happened, browser side we have the React side. When the React is sending the output, React side React will create one DOM like virtual DOM. What DOM here? Virtual DOM. First loading, React create virtual DOM. React create what? And convert that virtual DOM into the real DOM, sending to the browser. So React create what DOM? Tell me. First rendering, first purpose. When the project is loaded, React create what DOM? Virtual DOM. That virtual DOM is converted into what? Real DOM, using like browser object model something internally. It's converted into the virtual DOM to the real DOM. The real DOM displayed in the browser. Browser side, what DOM we have now? Real DOM. React side, virtual DOM. Kalyani, real side what? Virtual DOM is there. And browser side what DOM? Lazy. Sir, real DOM. DOM ఎందుకు సార్ అది? నాకేం అర్థం కావట్లేదు. ఆ DOM browser side what DOM we have? Server React side what DOM we have? React side we have the virtual DOM, browser side we have the real DOM. I done the count incremented. Assume that the count is incremented. I click on some decrement or loading the some products, whatever it may be. I'm done some updations on the React side. If I done the React updations, browser side we have the real DOM, right? We need to reload entire DOM. We need to effect only modifications, sir. Only? It means once you send the project to the, like Amazon.com is loaded into browser. What.com, Kalyani? Amazon.com, Kalyani. What.com? Once the Amazon.com load in the browser, first time, tree ready. What is ready? Tree. Next time, if you click on any modification, you need to reload entire tree or only modification should be affected. For that, what the React virtual DOM will do? React side, what DOM we have? Virtual DOM. Browser side, in the React, you've done some modifications. Assume when you do the modifications, new virtual DOM is created server side, React side. See, already old virtual DOM is there. What virtual DOM here? Old virtual DOM is there. Browser side, real DOM is there. That's the first rendering. First rendering, what happened? Tell me. Browser side, what DOM is there? Real DOM. Server React side, what DOM is there? Virtual DOM for the first rendering. Second time, when you click on some buttons, some updations here, React side, one more virtual DOM is created. New virtual DOM is created. New virtual DOM. New virtual DOM is created. Already old virtual DOM is there, right? Already what? That old virtual DOM, after updations, new virtual DOM, both will compare. Old virtual DOM contains some data. New virtual DOM contains some extra data. Some what? Some extra data. React side, how many virtual DOMs are? 2. Old virtual DOM under that new old virtual DOM is the browser real DOM, both are same. Old virtual DOM, real DOM, both are what? Same. When you done the updations, new virtual DOM is created. What created here? Then what happened? The new virtual DOM is compared with what? Old virtual DOM. New virtual DOM is compared with what? Then identify the where the modification required. Only send that modification to the real DOM. Send that modification to what? On browser side, how many virtual DOMs we have total? Browser side, how many browser side got? React side. React side, how many virtual DOMs? Old virtual DOM under? Old virtual DOM is previous updations. New virtual DOM is Present updations. Present updations check with what? Old updations. Any modifications required? Only send that identify the modifications, guys. The comparing the new virtual DOM with what? Old virtual DOM. Identifying what? Modification. Send that modification to whom? Huh? Real DOM, right? That is a process happen for every time. It means total how many virtual DOMs you are seeing total? 3. Browser side 1. React side 2. One is the old virtual DOM with the modifications, new virtual DOM. Compare the old virtual DOM with what? New virtual DOM. Identify the. See, we are comparing the old virtual DOM with what? New virtual DOM. Identifying what? Modifications, right? That the process of comparing the new virtual DOM with what? Old virtual DOM to identify the modification. That algorithm is called diffing algorithm.
ఎట్లనైతే ఇట్లా ఇట్లా ఒకటి ఒకటి అనుకుంటా చెప్పచ్చు.
DIFFING.
చెప్పక
ING. Got the point, right? What the diffing algorithm tell me? The process of comparing new virtual DOM with old virtual DOM. Identify updation. Send that updation to real DOM. That is called diffing algorithm. What is the diffing? Very diffing or diffing. No, yeah, PIFFING అంటున్నావు చూడు అది DIFFING. Brother Vamsi, you meet. That is called what algorithm, guys? Yeah, diffing. Understood? What a diffing algorithm? Tell me. Comparing the new virtual DOM means with modification. Old virtual DOM means already existing data. Existing data is what? New virtual DOM. New virtual DOM, huh? Existing data is the updation data is the identifying what? Modification. Send that modification to real DOM which is there in the browser. Real DOM is present in browser. That is called what? Huh? Diffing algorithm. What algorithm? Now you got the clarity that browser contains what DOM? Real DOM. React contains what? Old virtual DOM means existing data. New virtual DOM means modified data. Then compare the new virtual DOM data with the old virtual. Otherwise, old virtual DOM with the new data. Any comparison, any problem is there? No problem. Finally, identifying what? Modifications. Sending that modification to. That is the way how the React will work. Browser DOM or real DOM. Browser DOM and what? Virtual DOM and real DOM. Some people are saying browser DOM, some people are saying DOM, some people are saying real DOM. That real DOM is present in React side or browser side? Virtual DOM is present in. See guys, if a virtual DOM concept is not there, virtual DOM concept is what? Not there. What's the problem? Tell me, Masala. Virtual DOM is not there. Then what happened? Every modification, entire browser DOM should be reloaded. Entire what? Browser DOM should be reloaded. Because of this virtual DOMs, old virtual DOM and what? New virtual DOM. Comparing the existing data with what? New data. Identifying what? Changes. Sending only changes to the real DOM. Sending only what? Changes to the DOM here. That is called virtual DOM concept. What is the diffing? The process of comparing new virtual DOM with the process of comparing new virtual DOM with what? What is a DOM? What is a DOM? Document object model. So your HTML tags, HTML elements. That elements will be converted into what? A tree of what? The tree of objects is called what? DOM. What is the parent for the DOM? That's what entire browser means document object. Entire browser, I can say document object. What object here? You understood what is the virtual DOM versus real DOM, right? You write the some points. What the virtual DOM? And people, any questions? Take that points. The HTML document tags or elements will be converted into tree of objects is called DOM. The root object of the DOM is document. Who create the DOM, guys? Browser. DOM is created in browser when the page is what? Loaded. You just execute that example. HTML tags will be converted into what? Tree of objects. Bike, bike, car. It will be converted into what? Tree of objects. Thank you. Hey, చూడండి రా పండ్రా అరే ఈ చదవండి అప్పుడప్పుడు Sir, your explanation each topic is such a easy and clear way. Like it's very simple to understand. Before that, the topic that I felt were difficult. Now have become very easy, sir. Thank you, sir. That is called what, guys? DOM. Browser side, what DOM we have? React side. ఏమైందిరా రికార్డింగ్ ఇన్ ప్రోగ్రెస్ రికార్డ్ చే నాట్ నౌ లైట్ రికార్డింగ్ గుడ్ రికార్డింగ్ ఇన్ ప్రోగ్రెస్ అంటారు Tell me what is the first rendering and second rendering. First rendering, what happened? React creates the virtual DOM based on the JSX code. JSX code, the virtual DOM is converted into what? Real DOM using browser API sent to the browser. When the state changes, new virtual DOM creates. అప్పుడు మరి వాళ్ళు నిద్రపోతున్నారు. Complete. The HTML documents tags elements will be converted into the tree of object is called DOM. The root object of the DOM is document. DOM is created with browser. Note, real DOM present in where? Browser. Virtual DOM exists on React side. The real DOM is present in the browser side. A reader point first rendering. First rendering, what happened? React create the virtual DOM. That virtual DOM is converted into what? Real DOM and sent to the browser. So that we can understand that React side we have the virtual DOM, browser side we have the real DOM. State changes means what? For the first modification or second modification? Second modification. When the state changes, new virtual DOM is created in React. New virtual DOM is what? Creates. Then React compare the new virtual DOM with what? Previous one. Identify what? Identify the changes. Identify the changes and only changes are changed part will be updated in what DOM base here? Real DOM. So we can talk about what is a diffing. What is diffing? Diffing is the process where the React. Diffing is what? Diffing is the process where React compare the new virtual DOM with what? Old virtual DOM to identify what? Changes. That identification of changes is called what? Diffing. So finally understood browser side what DOM we have? Real DOM. React side one virtual DOM or two virtual DOMs are. Already existing data is the old virtual DOM. Modification data is the Modification data is a new virtual DOM. Then new virtual DOM is compared with what? Old virtual DOM. Identify what? Changes. Send the changes to the real DOM. Servers React side one virtual DOM or two virtual DOMs are. Two virtual DOMs. Old virtual DOM and new virtual. Old virtual DOM means existing data. New virtual DOM means modified data. React side we have the two virtual DOMs. One is for what? Old virtual DOM. Existing data. Existing view. Second one is what, guys? New virtual DOM. New virtual DOM holding the modifications. New state. Virtual DOM means what? Modifications and new state. Holding the modifications. Then compare the. Tell me, guys, compare what? New virtual DOM with the old virtual DOM. That is called a diffing. First rendering, second rendering, observe clearly. First rendering, you have the old and new virtual DOM, only one virtual DOM. Only one virtual DOM. Second rendering onwards, only we have the two virtual DOMs. Old virtual DOM and the new virtual. What is diffing? Online people, any questions? Virtual DOM is clear, right? All of you? Virtual DOM at React side. Good. What is the DOM? What is the real DOM? What is the virtual DOM? What is diffing? Yes, one more time, some people ask this question. What is bomb? What is online people, you know bomb? Bomb. Bomb, bomb, bomb. BOM. What is a bomb? Browser. Browser object. Wow. Full form is nice. Except full form, tell me. What is a DOM? Nice. Stay in asked, Amirpet asked only. If you tell that definitions like that, Amirpet asked her. What is a DOM? HTML elements, my pindi. What? HTML element. Oh, got it. HTML elements will be converted into the tree of objects. HTML elements will be converted into the tree of object is called what? DOM. See guys, browser side we have the DOM. See your React code. In the React, I told the starting React flow of execution. That time you see the data here. Go for the main.jsx, index.html. Browser side, we have the index.html. This is the index.html. In index.html, here you can see ID equal to what? Root. ID equal to what? Root. And if you open the main.jsx file, what file? Main.jsx file. If you open the main.jsx file, what file guys? Main.jsx. Open that main.jsx file. There we can see document.getElement by ID root. It means index.html file ID root is there. Main.jsx is reading that root. Document.what? GetElement by ID root. And app.jsx code. This is the app indexion, right? Rendering what? Render the, tell me, render what? Render the app.jsx code to the root. Rendering what? App.jsx code to the, rendering the app.jsx code to the root. Root in the sense what? Div tag is there, na? Root means what? Div tag. Index.html, root div tag like this. See guys, that is called document object. That is a browser object model, DOM. Document object model. See guys, document object model means representing browser. Representing what? See, representing what? Browser. It represents what? Browser. Browser side we can see document object model. A complete browser is called document object here, DOM. Browser side what we are displaying document.getElement by ID, document.getElement by ID, and set the data and set the values. That is browser side what we are seeing, that is called DOM. That is what object here? That is like DOM. What is a DOM? Browser side. So the not definition. Browser side we can see what data is here? DOM. Browser side what we are displaying, all the tags is called DOM related. What related? DOM related. DOM related showing in the browser. What's the browser view? Coming to the DOM guys, we are printing the message in the console.log, right? Where you are displaying the console.log? Console.log means you are displaying in the browser or browser console. That is view part, that is a background part. Huh? To work with console.log, you are printing alert, right? Windows.alert or normal alert, you can write directly alert. Alert means displaying on the browser, displaying on the page, or displaying on the browser. Right, this is the page. This page is called DOM. This page is called what? Working with the page, that is called DOM. That page elements you can get using document.getElement by ID, document.getElement by ID. Working with the page is called DOM. Working with what? Page is called DOM. But see, you are writing console.log. Console.log means working with the page or working with the browser console. Browser. Then console object is the BOM object, that is. Browser object model. Working with the page is called DOM. Working with what? Page. Someone said working with the page means think about the DOM. Someone said working with the browser means think about the BOM. Browser object model. Printing the data in the console here. That is the page related or browser related. That is called BOM. Alert message. Alert message page displaying the browser. Alert is not coming on the page, right? Alert is coming on the browser. Yes or no? Every day you are seeing alert, right? Alert is coming on the browser side or page side. Browser. Prompt is coming. Prompt, browser. Right? Page means page. Page means what? Page is nothing but a DOM. But console.log, we are printing the data as console object. Console object, alert object, and prompt object. What object? Prompt object, like that. And even last class while discussing login, logout, I maintain the data after refresh also. What we use for that? Local storage. Local storage displayed stored in where in the page or in the browser. Local storage means what? It is storing on the page of browser. The local storage, these are all objects related to the BOM. Related to what? DOM is related to the page. Wait, DOM is related to what? On the page, any actions we have to do, think about the document object. Now think about what? On the browser, any operations you want to see, think about the BOM objects. What objects are? Marker on here. That's it. That is called what? That is called what, ma? Document means working with what? Page. Okay. Working with what? Page. BOM means working with what? Page of browser. Exactly. BOM means browser object model, which giving set of objects. Giving what? Set of to work with browser. To work with what? Console.log, page related, browser related. Location, printing the website locations. Page related, browser related. Browser related. Browser information like browser version and browser name, version, user agent, content. These all are what? Browser related. What related? Yeah. Browser is identifying the location, right? Enable the location it is clicking. Enable what? Location. That is like what? Page related or browser related? Okay, sometimes browser is asking enable the location, right? Yeah. Asking or not asking? That is like asking, right? Browser is asking what enable the location. It means JavaScript has to work with the page, nothing but a DOM. JavaScript has to work with what? Page means what? DOM. But console.log locations, like how much time it is taking to load the page. Browser is taking how much time? Performance and what we can say. Navigations, enable the locations. This all comes under what? Page related, browser related. BOM is giving the set of objects to work with the browser handling. Browser go back, browser back button, forward button. Somewhere that is called what? BOM. What? BOM is what? Browser object model. Browser object model is giving the set of objects to work with what? To handle the browser. Wait, to handle what? DOM is to handle what? Page. Handle what? DOM is what related? Pages related. Your HTML pages related is called one page related is called what? DOM element. Browser related is called what? BOM elements. Three DOM elements and what? Huh? BOM elements, right? That is called your BOM structure, guys. If you see small code, I will show you. There HTML. I hope you know this script here directly. What can I say? Script. But the button I created, tell me here. Simply button is what? What is a button? Huh? Button I created like button on click button. Open the DSS website. Some websites I'm clicking. Click here to check the BOM information. So click here. Tell me guys to check what? BOM. See guys, I'm opening the message is what? Like my function, something like that. You can take the my func and you please take the script. Under the script, you can take what? My function, right? Just like that, I take in the information. This is the button. And this is what? Script. So what is the script you return, sir? Script is nothing. This is the body. Inside the body, you can click on what? Click here to check what? BOM. Go for the head. In the head, you can take the script. You can handle that small code here. Just you can check the code. First, you can see the button here, on click button. When you click here, what happened, guys? Here, what event is raised? On click event. What event is raised? On click event. On click event is raised. What function we got executed here? My func. Here, this is my func. In the my func, I am taking like console.log. It is printing on the page side or printing on the console. Console means what? Browser related, right? Console means what? Console means what? Browser related. Yes, console dot. Please just you can write the message. please what? Stop sleeping. Please stop what? Sleeping. In console is related to what? Displaying the data in the page or displaying data in the browser console. That line is handling the page or handling the browser. That is called BOM object. Console is a BOM object. Console is a BOM object. Window.open is there. Assume that in the JavaScript you have to open the website using JavaScript, not anchor tag I'm asking. I'm saying that JavaScript code has to open what? Browser. HTML open the browser means anchor tag. HTML open what? Browser. HTML open the browser means what tag? Anchor tag. But HTML opening a browser is opening up. Browser is opening means window tag. What tag here? Window object contains open. Window object contains what? Open. And next one is what? Alert. Alert means what? On the page displaying, on the browser displaying. Page displaying, browser displaying. That is what tags guys. These all are what? These all are what? Yeah. Huh? These all are bombs. What are bombs? Go for the browser. The file is like data.html file. Just open the data.html file. Here click on what? Check the bomb, right? Right click on what? Inspect. Go for what? Console. In the console, you please check. Click on what? Bomb. When we click on the bomb, what happened here? Please stop. This is printed in the browser side, page side, or browser side. Console.log location object. Location object is like href. So here this is what location. Click on this one, guys. Click on what? This one. I think what page is open here? TCS. That is because of what line? Tell me. Window dot. Window dot open. Window dot open is open the website, guys. Let me comment it once. Let me refresh it once. Guys, now you can refresh. Just you can open this one. Now you can see TCS is open. Fine, very nice. And go for what? Data.html. Hey, can you see that alert, right? This is what page alert. Alert on the page side or browser side? The alert is page or browser. Alert is a browser. And this is like location. You are getting the location, right? Please stop sleeping. And this is what? Location. And location means I'm displaying on the browser, like browser side location and HTML page side. No. Browser location in the sense like URL location, right? URL related to the page or browser? No. URL means related to what? Page or browser? Page, right? Yes or no? URL related to what? Page, right? Yes or no? Yes, Sendra, Maida Pindi. Page means what? URL means what above? URL is not related to the page. Page means what you are seeing the page, right? These all are like, this is a page. This complete data, what we written is a page. This URL is a page. That URL belongs to the page or belongs to the browser? Page on the page on the page. Yoga teacher, good morning. Cool. I think last 5 minutes I will stop it. URL page, ball coming this side, you are putting hand this side. Hand gone. Hand is what? You are related to the page or browser. Because you are typing the URL in the browser. Browser is sending the request. Location is what? Browser related. Location is what? Input text boxes, check boxes, radio buttons, normal buttons. These all are what? Browser related or page related? Page related. Means page means this page. The page. But this your location is what page? Browser. Like that. See what object you are seeing? Console object, location object, window object, alert object. These all objects are related to what? Wow. To work with the page or to work with the browser? To work with what? Work with Avinash. Cool. To work with page. Avinash also sorry, pair mark. Console dot what? All are matter of like 1 point ante. But meeku adi cheppadanikku anta try chestunni telusa console.log means browser side. Alert browser, location browser, buttons, radio buttons, text boxes, paragraphs. That is all are what to work with the page down. To work with the browser, there is a matter of 1 line 1 minute. But I am saying what? That is like what? Bomb. What? Bomb. Bomb is working with the page or working with the browser. DOM is working with the DOM is document object. BOM means what? Alert, window, location. These all are what? Huh? BOM. It's like that I given some this is navigator object. Navigator object to get the browser user agent, nothing but user name, like browser name. Navigator object to find what browser you are using. Navigator object to find what location your browser is enabled. Because some browsers are Chinese browsers means Chinese language enabled. Ganesh browsers means what? Ganesh language enabled. Yoga teacher means yoga language. Different languages. That's what you can go for what? Navigator. Navigate that user agent means browser name, language. Performance dot no, performance object. To know that the page is loading how much time. The browser is loading what? Page. The browser is loading the page how much time. That is what? Performance object. Screen size and width. The user is using what screen? Screen width and what height. And the user is working with from what locations? See guys, in GoToMeeting June, after once if you log in, I will get your browser like where you are logging from, your latitude and longitude values. You are from the US, I can get your US country name and state name and latitude and what? Longitude values. Because the browser contains internally the navigator object. What object ma? Navigator object. Navigator.geolocation.get current position. Position dot coordinates latitude. Position dot. This is the arrow function I written here. Before the arrow function is what? Argument. After arrow function is what? Logic. You got the point, right? That is information. Because after that, what? Local storage. Local storage is displayed in stored in where? Browser. Displayed in where? Browser. Local storage, I am setting the item. What is the item I am setting? Tell me here. What is the item I am setting here? Local storage. From the local storage, I am setting the item. I am getting the item and displaying what? Item. This is the related to the page, related to the browser. Because that local storage means what? Page level or browser level. Browser is storing the data. And history.back and history.forward. History.back means what? Going back and going forward. So let me remove this one, guys. Let me run up to this code here. Just you can refresh. You can click on what? Inspect. Click on what? Click on what? Check the bomb. If you click on the bomb, missing parenthesis is showing. Missing my function is not defined. Where is the syntax? Brace issue. I think here we can go with the data file. Okay, just you can come to the browser, refresh, click on what? Bomb. Can you see, guys? I think it's opening in the page. Fine. Are you getting the open the page and you clicking on what? Alert. And this is what? Location. This is what? Location. Pushpa. International audience react to virgin action. Fine. I think here history back and that's what it is showing history, guys. Let me remove the history information first. Go for the file is what? Data.html. I think I can disable this window.open also because that is opening in where? Different page, right? Click on open and click on what? Inspect, check the bomb. I think you got alert, right? Can you see the alert? alert, this is what? It's asking that, enable what? We enable what? Why it is to enable location to get the language and what? Language values. Click on what? Allow. If you click on allow, go for the console, you can check the output here. This is a console.log. This is the location. This is the user agent. We are using Mozilla 5.0 user agent, something like, Apple WebKit, something like that. This is a language. What a language? English. This is the performance. How much time it is taking to load the page. This is what latitude value. This is what I think it's should allow the location. After allow, you get the latitude language. But this is like screen size 1536 height and what width, because here you written the screen dot what screen dot what width, screen dot what height, that is a screen. After checking that location, then we'll get the 17.43, 78.44. This is called what? Geolocations. This is what? Nothing but local storage data. Hey, this is working with the page or working with the browser? That is called BOM. That is what? Browser object model giving the set of objects to you to handle the browser. To handle what? DOM means set of objects to work with the page. Work with what? Yes. DOM means set of objects. BOM also set of objects. DOM means set of objects work with what? Page. BOM means set of objects work with what? Huh? That is the point, guys. And last 2 points I'm saying, what are the points? DOM is set of objects work with what? Page. BOM is giving. Tell me guys, giving the set of objects to work with what? Work with browser. Sometimes some points. Fine. Okay, see last one here. I can go with the history. History object is there. History back and history is what? Forward. Let me do one thing. You please open the first of all Google website. That is what? What is the Google open. First. In this page, what I opened? Google under data and HTML file is open. The same page previously back is what is there? Previously what I opened, now what I opened? HTML page open. Now here we used history.back, right? History.what? Back. You please click on this. Click here to check it. If you click on the check, here we got the latch, and we got the locations, and this is the user agent. What is it about? User agent. You can see the Mozilla 5.0 with the safety like that. We have the English, and this is what? That is what? Language. And this is like how much time it is taking to load a page. That is like performance. And this is like screen weight, and this is what screen height. And if you click on the locations, then we got the what? It will take time and loading the file because it has to get the location, right? This is the latitude and what? Latitude. Getting from what? Getting from the local storage. Getting from what? Local storage. After that, you can see here. Can you see the data.html? Google. Why? Back. Why? History is going what? Back, right? Previously, what I opened? Back. Otherwise, you do one thing, guys. Again, open the first in this website. Open the satyatech.com. But the first is here. What I opened? Tell me. Satyatech is open. In this same page, now let me open what? Data.html. Go for what? Inspect. And go for what? Console. Click on the browser. Click on what? Okay. Allow the location. Can you see? After locations are coming, it automatically back to what? Back to. It's not coming. Okay, Google. I think we didn't save this file. Let me save it and let me click on what? Go for what website is here? Satyatech. This is Satyatech first open. Otherwise, open the new tab here freshly. Satyatech.com is open. Then you open your file, data.html file. Click on this what? Go for right click on the inspector. After that, click on what? Console here, click on what? Bomb. Once if we click on the bomb, I think it is opening the page. What the page? Yeah, window not open because it is uncommented. Fine. Just click on what? Okay. Alert is coming. Now see. Yeah. It's automatically going what? Back, right? Hey, open and not open. Synthetic automatically that the data is going going for the back. History back. History back means what? This is the synthetic, right? Yeah. That is like browser object model. That is called what amount? Bomb. Hey, what are the bomb objects? Can you see the bomb objects of what? Console. Console. Tell me guys, console. Console is one bomb object. Next one. Alert. Navigator. Local storage. Location. Nice. And window. The location means URL from either building. Location.href. You get the URL. Language means navigator from either building. Navigator dot location and navigator dot what? See here we can see the navigator. Navigator dot location. Navigator dot user area. Navigator dot language. We have what? Performance object. To know how much time the page is what? Loading. How much time taking to load the page. And we have the screen. To know the screen height and width. Which like client we are using. Either you are using that, what you are using as. You are using the tab or you are using a mobile. Hey guys, in the Zoom meeting or GoTo meeting, I know that from what location you are logged in and what are your coordinates and what is the you're using like mobile name or laptop name or I'll get everything from your browser. That is because of what? DOM object or because of BOM object? Huh? That is because of what? BOM. Hey, clear? DOM is set of DOM is giving what? Hey, DOM is giving what? Giving the set of object work with what? Work with web page. Work with what? Web page. BOM is giving the set of object to work with what? To work with the browser to handle the browser. To handle what? That's all for the today class, guys. Today class we talk about what is a DOM, what is the BOM, what is the virtual DOM, what is the real DOM, what is the diffing algorithm, what algorithm? What algorithm? Diffing algorithm. Yeah, write the points. What is the BOM? BOM is full form is what? Browser object model. Giving the objects that allows JavaScript to interact with what? Browser environment. Is what is DOM versus what? BOM. Console.log is the DOM or BOM? Huh? Hey, correct. Console.log is what? BOM. Alert? BOM. URL? BOM. Performance? BOM. Locations? BOM. Screen? Window? Name? Name BOM layer. The BOM is giving the set of objects to work with what? Browser environment. What are the BOM objects we have? Console. Log the messages in the browser console, right? Log message in what? Browser console. Alert means what? Display the alert box. Display the prompt box to take the user input. To get the page URLs. To get the browser URL. Page URL, better with browser URL. Prompt and location, geolocation to provide the geo device location, provide the device location, latitude, comma, longitude, performance, measure the measure the page loading time, store the data browser. Local storage purpose is what? To store the data in the browser. Screen to access the screen information. Height and what? Height and width. Navigator purpose is what? To get the browser information, right? To get the browser information like agent, comma, language. We can go for the history object. What the purpose of history object? To history object means what? Forward and back. In browser to go to what? In browser to go to forward and what? Back. Forward and back page level, browser level. Page level we have the next button, previous buttons. But browser contains the back side, right? Back. Can you see that buttons, right? Back side. I'm talking about forward and back. These are the buttons, not like page next buttons. Can you see, right? This is like, click the go back, click what? Go forward. That I'm talking about the browser controls, not talking about the page controls. Talking about what? Browser controls. Yeah, these all are what objects, guys? BOM objects. BOM is to work with what? Hmm? We talk about what is the DOM and what is the virtual DOM, what is the diffing, what is a BOM versus DOM, what are the BOM objects. Real pass చేయాలి రిమల్ పాస్ చేయాలి ఇంకా Okay, write that example, last example. Please check this code once. That's a page of objects written up. Screen object, navigator object, history object. History. In the browser, go to forward and what? Back. Nine people, you can copy these notes and execute the code once. Meeting tomorrow, we will continue. Screen height means get the screen height, screen width, performance dot now. Navigator dot geolocations. Local storage purpose is what? To store the data in browser. Open the window, navigate to history. History dot back means back page. Forward means forward page. Yeah, that is the data. Yeah, you're right. Objects done. All objects. How many objects total we written? Alert, console, prompt, location, window, geolocation, performance, local storage, screen, navigator, history. Line people buy tomorrow will meet.